Hey everyone, it's Lavania here. I am live at QuakeCon trying to get a video out for you all. Um, it's an announcement that I want to make, and you may have seen it on kind of the Doom forums or the Discord, but at QuakeCon today, after the welcome ceremony, there was a closed door reveal of a lot more gameplay of Doom the Dark Ages. And I know there is a lot of upset about this, so that's why I wanted to make this very low quality video. I'm recording this from my gaming laptop in my hotel room as quickly as possible without much editing or anything. No script or anything, just going through what I've seen. I just want to talk about what we had saw there live. And based on what Marty had said, this happened also with Doom 2016. And he had stated that he had looked really hard to find live video footage from that reveal from Doom 2016, and to this day could not find it. So we were asked to put our phones down and have no recording whatsoever of what was revealed. And as far as I know from this point, nothing has been revealed or leaked so far. I was very fortunate to be sitting next to a lot of id developers who were really awesome, and they kept whispering about a secret ending, which I presume was what I had seen and that the public did not get to view. So I do want to go through some of the things I have saw, like was witness to, and it's going to be descriptive. It's going to be out of order. It's completely from memory. Again, there's no video of this available as far as I know. And for anyone who is also a creator for Doom, feel free to use any of this content. I've been trying to be very active on the Discord, of course. And I also just want to point out they were giving these hats out at the front door to the event. And I mean, there are tons of them, so I presume a lot of people probably had extras. But this is kind of like my first face reveal as well. So, hi, I'm Lavanielle, otherwise known as Kate, and it is nice to meet you all sort of virtually at this point. Okay, so going forward, um, the trailer itself was narrated not live but pre-recorded with narration from Hugo, which not totally unexpected. And there was a mixture of cinematic elements, but a lot of what I would call raw gameplay footage. Everything said it was pre-alpha, so as you can tell, there's probably not a lot of finalized things in there. And there, I don't remember exactly how it starts. What I was told from Hugo was that there would be a lot more open world, like larger worlds, but not necessarily open world. They're just larger in construction. And one of the things I kind of focused on the first few looks, I remember, was the Colosseum, which we saw in Doom Eternal. Of course, it's darker, very demonic looking. You saw it in the trailer. A lot of the things that were in this video I described as expansions from the trailer because they truly were just like extra clips from that video, and it was just like extended edition things. So we got to see sort of how the first weapons would come forward. Of course, the super shotgun making its appearance. We did get the reveal that there would be three melee weapons total in the entire kit. They mentioned the flail. They showed a concept art for a mace, and I believe the third one is going to be the shield saw. And Hugo was describing sort of the mechanics of how that would work. And the way he described it was that with one button to control the whole shield, it can do a variety of things. It could dash, like there's a push mechanic, there was a throw mechanic, and there was also a like video clip of them throwing it. It landed into, I believe it was a mancubus, like in his chest, and it was sitting there sawing, and you could pick it back up and keep going. Anytime there was any sort of vertical movement, because I mean, they started right off. I remember now that if you were the F-22 fighter jet in Doom Eternal, you're now the Abrams tank. And like any sort of the verticality that was introduced in Doom Eternal, like if that's shown in the Dark Ages trailer, there's actually reminds me of like jumping in Fallout 76 or Fallout 4 with the heavy power armor, and it's like sort of this animation that locks you in. So it looks like the verticality is heavily limited in the new Dark Ages gameplay loop. Something that was interesting, that of course has not been revealed yet, was the glory kill system has been completely reinvented. So in Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, when you go into a glory kill, it is a scripted animation. It depends on what angle you come at the demon with. The way that it looked and the way he kind of described it was that the sort of cue comes up and it looks like a circular halo, sort of like this old religious figures, and When that comes up, you have the option to kind of choose how you want to finish them off. And a lot of the base of the glory kill system seemed to be based on like the kicking and the punching that we saw in the reveal trailer. And it looks like the the punching, the kicking, all of that seems to be player controlled. So Hugo was like very like he emphasized a great deal that the glory kill system would be more like non-scripted player choice, like how you finish demons, a lot more freedom to the whole thing. Which is kind of disappointing that it was kind of caught behind closed doors because that is a big gameplay mechanic. Some other things that were also revealed was, additional weapons. You may have seen it on the forums or the Doom Discord so far, but there was a double-barreled plasma gun. Now, I want to show, like, kind of give you a descriptor. It did not look like a super shotgun or like the double-barreled, rabbit-eared shotgun kind of thing. It truly looked like you took the plasma gun from the original Doom game, which got translated to Doom Eternal, and you have two barrels side by side connected by a middle piece, and they fire at the same time. Really cool stuff. Um, like they were really emphasizing just how badass these weapons were becoming and like how very much doomy they were. And some of the things I saw, they emphasized that the nail gun like gun that we saw in the trailer is very much in tune with the mechanics and like they interact with the demons. There's a lot of physics behind all of that because they definitely showed multiple demons getting pinned on walls. Another big thing that I saw was the Atlan, the mech, and they do call it like the Atlan slash mech in the video. And we actually get to see like an extended scene of the Slayer sitting down into the machine and like you can see his boots up close. He kind of like stretches out and then puts the cord and ties it in there, and then the mech comes down and gets ready to fight. And we get to see at least one fight scene where you're actually controlling the swinging and stuff with like some of the other oh shoot, I've forgotten their names. Lord have mercy, the large giant demons. Please don't hold this against me. This is completely unscripted or anything, but you fight them, and there is definitely a damage mechanic. So, like during the Icon of Sin and Doom Eternal, of course, you can see how chunks of his body start flying off as he gets more damaged, which other demons do that too, like the Hell Knight. But in this trailer, that's definitely shown with the giants. But interestingly, you can wield a massive gun, which there was an energy weapon on the mechs that we saw in Doom Eternal, but it looks like the chain gun, like the with the twin barrel or the twin mobile sentry turret attachment onto it, that's firing at these things. So it's very interesting to see that through. The dragon or Winthren, as I call it, that's what it's referred to in the game, makes an appearance, and they specifically relate that, yeah, you get some freedom moving around with it, but there is very much a boss associated with it. And when they were showing, like, it looks like a floating kind of brain like thing, and it really reminded me of the Doom 3 Caco Demon. So I suspect it may be related to that. I'm trying to think of other things with the mechanics and stuff. Again, this is all coming from memory. A lot of interactions with the environment. That there are multiple new enemies that we've not seen before. Some stuff that's been kind of changed from the past. The shield soldiers, I remember specifically, have a very bright orange shields, and I think that may be when they're blocking. Some of the UI HUD is very reminiscent of Doom Eternal. I do remember seeing like the same circular, like shotgun UI that they had in Doom Eternal for the super shotgun and stuff. So nothing kind of new there. They did not show off mods like they had in Doom Eternal. Um, no runes that I was shown. There really wasn't any jumping or like true like the dash from Doom Eternal. Again, I repeat, like any kind of vertical movement seemed to be stopped by like the way the power armor drops in Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. There's a couple other things I'll try to remember. I also remember with some of the environmental storytelling, I remember that we saw a little bit of that city that was shown in kind of the initial Doom the Dark Ages trailer. There was also the Maker Temple was shown again. If you didn't watch my breakdown of the trailer, I kind of discussed more about that. Um, They're also it's a lot more street view, so I think we're gonna learn a lot more about like Sentinel culture and everything because I could see cobblestone streets on some of the views. There was definitely a lot of forested play, which we saw in the trailer, so nothing new there. I'm trying to think of anything else, and if I do, I'll definitely add like an addendum to this video. But I really just wanted to share what I could with you all because I know being a super fan who was very fortunate to be able to come here, I felt terrible that you all were not able to be a part of this. So I'm sorry, from the bottom of my heart. It was an amazing experience. I was sitting again by a lot of developers, and they were so excited, and I was super excited. And Hugo Martin was wonderful. Marty was wonderful. Everyone at id, and Andrew Holschel was there, and it was amazing. So a lot of good announcements. Unfortunately, they did say that they would not be showing this video at QuakeCon, so I wouldn't expect it at any of the other live stream events. There are some theories that it might be coming out at Gamescom in a little bit, so I apologize. I know that this can't replace me recording it, but they really asked us not to, and I respect the developers. Like I truly respect what they did here today and everything, and I want their work to be appreciated for what it's worth. And so I'm sorry that I didn't do that for you, but again, they asked us not to. So, and again, this video is very low quality. I apologize. I just wanted to make sure I got this information out to you guys. Um, I'll try to put in some, artwork and anything that I have, but again, I wish you all were here and thank you so much for even clicking on this video. I know I'm just starting with the YouTube stuff, but very, very much I'm very passionate about it. So thank you so much. And well, I hope we get some good stuff tomorrow. They did say tomorrow we'd probably see a lot more of the Doom Eternal modding stuff, but I hope this is at least helpful and gives you a little bit of something that you missed. Sorry again. Bye. Rip and tear.